If you're someone who likes to do your own repairs around the house, or you just occasionally dabble in drywall and just need to fix something now and then just to do some basic mudding, I'm going to give you a couple quick recommendations on tools. Number one, I recommend a level 5 set of tools. I've been using them quite a while. They're solid built. I see no reason to not like these. They have a hammer handle on most of the knives, which means if you got a screw that's setting out, you can tap it in because you got a good solid handle. They're made good quality. These are stainless steel. You can get blue steel, but I recommend stainless steel. If you want the ultimate, get these that are solid stainless steel. They're pretty and they're not going to rust, and they're easy to clean. They're a good set of tools. But here's my basic recommendation for sizes. Number one, I would get a 14-inch pan would be my recommendation. You can get a smaller one, but get the one that'll hold a 14-inch knife. It might be called something a little bigger, but this is my 14-inch knife in the back and it fits in it, so it should be called a 14-inch pan. But even if you don't use that big one, it doesn't hurt to have too big of a pan, but it will hurt if you decide to get this one and suddenly it doesn't fit in your smaller pan. So first thing I would recommend, everybody seems to get this anyway, is a 6-inch knife. Yes, you can get a 4-inch knife, but I think this has got more versatility. It's a little wider, it floats a little bit better. It's not great for floating, but it's good. So I would recommend that one for taping, spotting nails, patching, fixing little holes, small stuff like that. It's also good for scraping chunks off the wall, things like that. Then the next size I would recommend would be a 10-inch or a 12-inch. If you can handle a 12-inch, I'd recommend that. This is a 10. It's a decent size for floating out smaller repairs. It's not really that great for anything over 8 or 10 inches. You can do it, but the bigger the knife is, the better it floats, and it'll give you a flatter surface with less waviness and less lap marks and so on. But if you can, go ahead and get a 12-inch or get that instead. A 6 and a 12 by itself, you can do quite a bit with those two, almost all basic repairs in that. If you're going to do bigger repairs, you're going to float out, skim coat, anything like that, a 14-inch knife is a really good investment. If you can, I would get the whole set, but here's also one of my favorites is an 8-inch knife. So we've got a 6, we've got an 8, we've got a 10, we've got a 12, and we've got a 14. I use every one of them. The 8-inch is a good one for your first coat on corner bead. It's got other uses too, but that's what I use it for the most. But you don't have to have it. You could run your corner bead with a 10-inch the first time. So if you're going to do corner bead, say for example, I would definitely get a 10 or an 8. You don't really want to try and do it with a 12. It gets too big and it kind of gets too flexible sometimes. And hey, if you really want to take the confusion out of understanding all these different drywall tools and materials, I'm going to give away a copy of my new ebook called Understanding Drywall Tools and Materials. You can pick that up using the link in the description down below, or that's a condensed version. If you want the full version, it's available in my store at thatkiltedguystore.com. And I'm going to help simplify all this, and I'm going to show you why you don't need most of this. I'll show you what you do need and why. So I'll put a link to some of these tools in the description right below this video, and I hope you like this little suggestion for you. Hope it helps you out if you're trying to decide what to buy. As far as can you buy cheaper tools? Yeah, you can, but I wouldn't necessarily trust the quality. A lot of them seem like they're pretty decent, but this is going to be a better finish, a little more ready to go out of the box, and I would just trust them more. But if you really want to save money, you might pick some up somewhere else at a little bit of a discount. But think about this. Is it worth saving 10 bucks if it ends up in you doing a little bit less of a good quality job? As always, I like helping you guys out. I hope that did help you with a little basic suggestion on what to buy to get started. And if you like this kind of stuff, subscribe to my channel. And then I will see you again, because I need to see your bright smiling face right there in front of my camera. I see you. I'll see you on the next video, everybody. Take care.